guys, welcome to Create Your Beauty. Today I am here with the beautiful, talented, wonderful Sabrina Davis.
Hi.
She's the consultant that started my Sisterlocks the right way. And I just finally got her in one spot to be able to do an interview with her. And so she can answer some questions for you guys that are always asked to me, but I can't really answer them the correct way. So, welcome Sabrina. I think we'll jump right into it. The first question is, what are Sisterlocks?
I'm going to start with Dr. C's explanation for what Sisterlocks are, and then I will just make it just as simple as possible. So, Sisterlocks is designed for highly textured hair. This system uses the natural hair quality to produce small locks that can be styled in the same way as chemically relaxed or curled hair. Sisterlocks involve no chemicals to be added to the hair. It does not involve extensions or attachments. Instead, it is a technique that takes advantage of the natural texture of creating desirable locks.
Okay, and to wrap that up for the not-so-technical people, what do you say Sisterlocks are?
Sisterlocks is definitely a way of allowing your hair to grow without having to comb it. It is low maintenance, but you add no chemicals unless you desire color, and you can still get the same effect as if you had relaxed hair.
And still look fabulous.
Fabulous doing it.
Alright, for question number 2, how long does it take you to install Sisterlocks? I'm a normal person.
On the average, everyone is different, but you have to, when you go in and talk to a Sisterlocks consultant, you ask them when did they start. I started in 2008. How many clients do you have? Right now, I have about 35 clients. 35 clients. And right now, it takes me 16 hours, which is 2 consecutive days.
Which is a lot better than some.
Yes, but they get better over time. That's why most of them look for consultants and not trainees.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Next question. What makes the difference between interlocking or nappy locking, or all the different type of different ways to lock your hair in Sisterlocks? What's the difference between them?
I would tell someone who says, what is the difference? Sisterlocks is definitely a technique that is designed for your curl texture. So if you have tightly textured, loose, wavy, it is designed to establish a natural lock in your hair. Nappy lock, there is no technique. It's just interlocking, which is technically not going into the same hole twice. So you will get a different look. If you want Sisterlocks, then I would say go get someone to do. If you want just a lock look, find a loctician. Find someone who knows how to do it and just have the locks. But if that's what you want, I think you should go and get it.
Okay. And Sisterlocks are more able to manipulate, and they less product, I would say, right?
It is very natural hair actually is less product. Most of the time when I meet people for the first time, I tell them to bring in all their products so I can help them, realize that petroleum, mineral oil, beeswax are the main ingredients not made for curly textured hair. So you don't need a lot of products in your hair at all when it's natural.
And that would be the difference of coming to a Sisterlock consultant and a full-time cosmetologist.
The difference, I would say, what I'm understanding is, if you have a cosmetologist license and you also take care of natural hair, you will actually be able to enhance more of your beauty and your natural hair. If you just go to someone who just knows how to just do the locking technique, you're really stunting your growth because they can only take the butt so far. So with me, I'm a licensed cosmetologist. I've been natural for over 10 years. I started with traditional locks, cut them off, had an afro, and now I have my Sisterlocks. So definitely try to get 2 in 1 if you can.
You can. Okay. How many locks should you have for them to be considered Sisterlocks on average?
On an average, according to Dr. Cornwell, an average between 400 and 450. But you have to remember, some of our surfaces are a little wider than others. So for me, my clients average between 4 to 6.
Okay. Alright, now to go towards more like the maintenance type questions. Once you have them installed, how often should you get them retightened?
Once you get them installed, I would say every 4 to 5 weeks for the first 3 to 6 months. Why? Because that controls the slippage. You cannot stop the hair from slipping in the hairline area. You can slow it down, but that's what's just going to happen in the beginning. If you're definitely dealing with someone with low density, I would say come at least every 4 weeks. After 6 months, then you can come every 5 to 6 weeks. 8 weeks on even traditional hair, I wouldn't recommend. That's just too long not to go with maintenance in your locks.
Okay. Do you recommend the retighten class?
I would. Why not? I mean, let's say you have to go to another country, and Sisterlocks is going to Paris, but let's say you have to go to another country. Who's going to take care of your hair? It would be great if you knew how to maintain at least the hairline. So I recommend that my clients take the retighten class. I'm also R certified, so that means I'm able to train my clients on how to tighten their hair. I want everyone to get the fullness of you being free.
Some people will try to take advantage of you coming back to them only, you know, some Sisterlock consultants. So, I mean, I think it's honorable that you agree with the retighten class.
I do. I believe that the universe has enough for all of us. So, for the ones who are for me, and then I will help encourage you so that you can be empowered as well.
Okay. Can you recommend any other shampoos if the Sisterlocks shampoo isn't working for you?
I would definitely, and that's the reason why you definitely need to have a consultant and a consultant who has a cosmetology license. Why? Because then you can explain to your client, like, let's say if they're allergic to lanolin. If you do not know another product out there, what are they going to do with their Sisterlocks? So if you don't understand how to use the shampoo, then you are, the client is going to be upset, and then you're going to try to fix that. So I will always recommend a professional product. I'll go into Sally's and Walmart's all the time, and even when I had just my natural, there is not a product in there that will soften my hair. There's nothing in Walmart or Sally's, and I'm telling you, that will soften your hair for you to be able to shampoo.
And I have to agree with that, because I was a product junkie when I had my fro, and nothing really worked for me.
No. So you would have to go to a professional line to soften that curl.
Now for styles. Everybody wants to know how to style their Sisterlocks, and I try to put a couple of videos out there, but that's not really my expertise. But what is your everyday go-to style?
I don't like my hair in my face, so
Me neither.
I put it up, and then my clients will tell you, Sabrina, your hair is always up. Can you take it down? And then when I do take it down, it's like, oh, Sabrina, and I'm like, yeah, but then the dust, the dirt, you gotta shampoo it. So I just want it out of my face.
Up in a puff, like how you have it right now.
Pretty much. I'll start wrapping it soon. Eventually, when you get that nice, dome look.
Yeah, you get a lock sock in there and hook that up. I agree.
Yes.
Do you have any styles or techniques of how to stop the slippage? I know it's inevitable, it's gonna happen, but are there any protective styles maybe for Sisterlocks?
I would tell you to have someone to do a 2-strand twist on it, and you pretty much have to wear it like that all of the time. And that's what I did with yours. Like, you have to just 2-strand twist it and just let it stay. I don't have one of those burrettes, but you know which ones I'm talking about.
Yeah, the little clippies.
Yes, you definitely have to just keep it in a 2-strand twist all of the time. And it's not for long. Just remember, this is for what will happen in the future. So just right now, they're babies. You have to treat them as such. Very delicate. You gotta be patient.
Okay. And when you say 2-strand twist, you mean like flat twist?
Flat twist. Okay. Definitely not tight.
Right.
Not tight, and not the braid. Twist. Yes.
Well, I guess you answered the next question. What hair tools do you prefer? And you already said the clippy, but do you have any other ones?
As long as it's not a rubber band. If you have to use a band, use the one nowadays they have where it doesn't have that little bump in there, and then it doesn't pull on the hair.
Yeah, the no-tear one.
Exactly. Don't always put your hair up. Like when I go home, I take this down, of course, and then I put my satin bonnet on and things like that. But don't always pull it back. But I would say definitely those. None of the ones that pierce the locks, because you'll put holes in your locks. Be careful with those.
So hairpins and bobby pins are no-nos? I'm guilty, I know, but this is for the people, not for me.
I'm trying to tell you, they will put a hole in your lock every time. And then when one breaks, you go to your consultant like, what happened? No pins. Like, really leave the pins alone.
And then I come to you screaming and crying and asking me what to do next, right?
Yes.